Hello everyone, happy welcome to lecture 93. Yes, lecture 93. Arriving at the turning point. When do you arrive at the turning point? It could be now, right now, listening to this lecture, understanding again and again, deeper and deeper, until you really make the final choice to turn around the direction of neediness, of desires that will never, of desires and neediness, and of the feeling that you will never be good enough, never be right enough, whatever you might think. Maybe you have this quality of thoughts in yourself that tell you, for example, if the people would know me for real, they would not want me, they would not love me. See, I cannot even speak it out because it's so unreal. It's so untrue. And yes, I've grown up with, especially with a dad who thought that way, who knew exactly about his, no, it's the wrong saying, who had the same things in their mind. Yeah, he had this in his mind because his mom, as he was 8 years old, she left overnight with his brother, went off and was gone. And she left him with his dad. And from that moment on, he started creating this thought in his mind that people leave him because he's not good enough. Yeah, it's a huge imprint he has inside that he's not good enough, so he gets also people leave him. Yeah, I don't know the English words here, that's why I often get stuck. But yeah, he had that in his mind, and from then on, what did he do? What could he only do? His whole system believed he's not good enough, so people leave him. So what does his system do from then on? He started behaving worse and worse, aggressive, all kinds of things. He started doing things that people would leave him. He started doing things that people would leave him because he had this sentence in his head, in his mind, in his whole system. Because it was a huge impact, yeah. So, and I have to breathe very deeply because I realize it again right now as I'm saying it, as it came into my mind as an example. And it was my dad, and I lived with my dad for many years. So, and he did many things that made my brother, me, and my mom wanting to leave him, to hate him, of course, because, and especially his family, his wife, his children, because he had this experience with his very close, the closest people he had, his mom, his brother. So it repeated exactly with the same closeness relations he had later on in his life, Isn't it crazy? And as I realize that now, I mean, I never realized it as I'm right now doing it, honestly. And I already decided to later on give him a call and let him know about this, what I just found out. Yeah. And I know it will help him if I tell him this. Yeah. Okay, anyway, but what I want to make you understand, look where you have had either parents that had such a type of experience where they were left alone from a parent or whatever, and then they started behaving just that way, that they had to do something to be left, to be not loved. Okay. And what you're doing there, this creation, is a complete dysfunctional system, right? You can see that, and the example I just told you, I think you are very clear about what happened there, and that you agree with me when I'm saying it's not true, it's not the reality. Yeah, it just happened. This programming happened by accident, kind of, yeah. And it destroyed his whole coming life. Yeah. His whole life it destroyed, in a way, yeah. His whole relationship and love, life, yeah. I mean, at work and so on, you can be successful, you can be everything, yeah. But with the close relationships, everything was destroyed from then on. And yeah, it can change, you know. Let this be the turning point right now, today, to realize, oh my goodness, I'm doing that because I believe. People leave me when they know me real, yeah, when they know me in reality. And even I had, it makes me really sad, because I adapted this behavior of my dad. And I often thought, what am I doing? Why am I don't understand what's going on. I felt often that I'm behaving in a way that is not myself. It's not me. And it came from that empathic part of me. I adapted his behavior to, as a part of feeling with the people that you love. Yeah, I loved my dad and I felt with him, and I'm very connected to him. So I adapt just in solidarity. Do you know this word? I hope it is. Solidarity, to be solidary, to be loyal, or to be empathic, to feel with them. You adapt behaviors which are not your behaviors. You have no experience that would cause this, yeah? So you can change that right now. Come to that point, to that turning point today, and stop believing you are not good enough when you show your real self, so people might leave you for seeing your true self. It's not right, it's not true, okay? It's just not true, and you can change that. That belief, first of all, you know, that belief, you have to change that belief that is so deep within you. All the arguments you are now coming up saying, but it's true because I can be so mad, I can be so mean, I can be so so mean and so ungood and so whatever. Yeah, you don't have to continue this. But the first step that it needs is to feel the untruth in this sentence. Whenever I show my real self, people leave me. They don't want to have anything to do with me. You have to change that first. That's where you have to change. You don't have to change any behavior or anything, because it won't work. It's like when your car has a flat tire and your electric system tells you something is wrong on your tires, and what you do, you just switch off the light again and again. You don't solve the cause. Yeah, you have to change the tire. You have to give it a new tire. Yeah, instead of turning off the lamp. Okay, so that's what you're doing when you're trying to change your behaviors. But what causes these behaviors? What is the cause of this behavior? Okay, and that is this belief. People will leave me if they know me better, if they know me who I really am. Okay? And how can you do that? Show yourself every day, every morning and every evening, examples or moments where you see that the opposite is right. Yeah. There are tons of moments, little ones, bigger ones, that show that people like you. Okay? Take these and write them down to underline, okay, the opposite is true as well. Okay? The opposite is true as well. Okay. And whenever something is going in a wrong direction in your behavior, you start realizing it. You just become aware of it. And then you are good to yourself in that moment. You are saying, okay, I see. Okay, let's stop that. Let's stop it and then start talking to yourself. Start talking to yourself. I see that you're behaving like this and that, and it's okay. I know why you're doing this, and let's try a new behavior. Talk to yourself. Yeah. Don't let yourself just run its programs. Interrupt. Stop, become aware, and start talking to yourself. It's really a huge possibility to first of all stop continuing with this behavior, yeah, by interrupting it. Stop. Maybe you say stop now. Okay. We don't want that anymore, right? No. Okay. You have to kind of, it's like when you like training a dog or training a horse. Yeah, to train them with their temperament and their energy, to not block the temper and the energy, but guide it into another direction, because the temper and the energy is very good. It's life, it's aliveness energy, but you have to change it in another direction. Yeah, so it builds things, it lets things grow, yeah, rather than destroying things. Okay, Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to tell you and to give you here in this lecture today. Who would have known that it would come to this deep lecture here today? I would not have thought that it would come so deep. Yeah. So I wish you a lot of joy with this lecture, and keep continuing listening and deciding always for the turning point. Yeah, you can always come back to the turning point, always. Yeah, have a good one. Bye bye. And now, if you really want to change something in your life, if you really think, oh, it would be nice to have a coaching session with Juliana. Some already used it, and I'm offering it to you again for a special, not so high price that I usually take, because you're supporting me here on this channel. So I give you this for a good price to get a good, a 1 hour session with me. It could take longer even, it doesn't matter. Yeah, take it. Don't wait for change. Grab the possibilities that are given to you. And if this is the one that you listen to now, then say, yes, I take it. And your new life starts right in that moment that you decided. When you decide no, better not, it won't change. Nothing will change. If you do, yes, I take this. Yeah, see what happens. Mwah!